how would it be if I sit like if this is here, maybe here, maybe, nah. Hi people, I'm Nikita and you're watching The Happy Hoot. If you've seen my last video, you have recognized immediately that I've tanned a little bit. Maybe not a bit, way too much. The sun outside is like a heat ball. It's literally like a heat ball. I never tanned at this rate back in India ever. But here, if you go outside for 5 minutes without a sunscreen, well, I don't have any problems in tanning, but what I have realized here is that I tan differently. So the upper part of my hand is like more brown than the lower part, and then there is another section over here which is very brown, then there's another section here which is like light brown, and I'm like a mixture of browns. I mean, like, if you tan, you should tan like evenly. Does that even make sense? Well, this video is a Q&A video. I last week and this week asked you guys to write me on my Instagram and ask me questions if you have any, and I've got really a hell lot of questions. I'm really excited but also a bit overwhelmed because there are too many questions to answer, but I try to categorize them if they're coming from a category like study in Germany in one category and like jobs in Germany. Jobs in Germany in one category, and so on. So without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so the first question is, if I'm not even kidding, this is literally the first question that is in my screenshot. I want to show you guys, but I shouldn't because then you will say the name. You will see the name of the person. If you're single, make me your boyfriend. What is your life goal? I mean, until now, my goal for the moment is that I would like to wake up every day at 5 a.m. sharp without feeling tired. Because I've experienced that whenever I'm early, then I have really somehow energy to do a lot of tasks and of course the time, and I sleep with satisfaction. If you want to change one thing in you, what would it be? I would like to change, I would like to be more self-confident. I am really not a person or a type of a person who's always confident about my own self. So a lot of people have problems understanding that, but I really have a confidence problem. So I would really like to be more confident in anything or everything I do. Anything and everything I do. Switzerland or Netherlands? There is no question. So I just assume if you ask about living, because I've been to both countries, Switzerland is freak expensive. Trust me, freak expensive. So I would like to live in Netherlands, but if you ask me which is more beautiful, of course, Switzerland is a beauty on its own. Why don't you check your inbox? Very important question I have to ask. If you have a query that I would really like to answer your query, I would be more than happy if I can help you. But please write your query directly that, hi, I have a query about this and this, and can you help me with that? If I can help you with that, I will really write you the help or answer, or if I can't help you, I will also write you, sorry, I can't help you. Why don't you reply to DM? Some people might have genuine queries. There are sometimes so many questions in my inbox. Sometimes they go in unseen requests and I forget to click on that button that shows these many requests. So I really, it's not that I do intentionally. Which type of man you like? Well, to answer this question, I would switch from this man to a person or like a human being. I like people who are noble, who are decent, who are ground to earth, and people who are very helpful. Which college you did your bachelor's from? I don't know if you would know the name of this college because that was definitely not an IIT, it was not an NIT, it was not ITSE or IISE or any of those typical high class or cream institutions. But I can tell you that I am from Rajasthan, and that's why I did my engineering. I did my bachelor's in engineering from Rajasthan Technical University. How many levels of German language have you learned? This is a very interesting question. I am officially means that I have learned and have taken an exam and have passed only 2 levels of German. That means A1 and A2. I am certified on papers A2 level of German, but if I think about and I don't also overestimate myself, then I would say I right now categorize myself as a B1 level of German if it comes to talking in German and understanding German. So on papers I'm A2, but I would otherwise categorize B1. Are you in love with your life? I think you mean, are you in love with your life? Yes, indeed, I am. I really love my life, but I must say that it's not best, it's not always amazing. If you follow my Instagram, if you check my YouTube videos, I'm not this happy all the time. I very often have problems that I want to really solve, but they don't work out. And especially because I'm a PhD student, there are a lot of moments when I feel that, what the hell am I doing with my life? But yeah, so it is, no life is happy, even if you're in love with your life. This does not mean that your life is perfect. This means that you just know how to handle the ups and downs and find the balance and just stay satisfied with whatever is happening and try to do your best. What was the inspiration for the Happy Hoot channel? Well, I never wanted to start a channel until 1 month before the day I officially started a channel, and it was October 16, 2016, so 16/16. I loved watching YouTube videos and I was so happy watching them. I never considered myself to start it, but once I was just thinking, I right now don't have a hobby. I just go to work, I come back, I watch movies constantly, sometimes binge watch series, Game of Thrones sometimes. So why not trying to get a hobby that makes me happy? So that was the day that I thought, maybe I can also create content on YouTube, and let's see how it goes. So I just started. So there was no inspiration in that sense, but now there are a lot of people who inspire me, but as such, when I started, there was none. How's Germany for computer science students? Mean. If you ask me, it's mean. Come on, just kidding. I mean, I don't know what should I actually understand from this question, but I tried my best. I think you want to ask me, how is it with respect to jobs, or I don't know, for studies. Okay, let's consider how is it for the jobs. I would say all my batchmates who studied computer science with me, all who did not wanted to go to India and wanted to stay in Germany, they have got good jobs and they are working and they are pretty happy with their jobs. What is the job scope after doing masters in Germany? Well, it depends. I just studied computer science here, so I can only tell you the answers related to computer science. Unfortunately, I never applied for a job. I directly started my PhD after finishing my master's, so I again cannot tell you my personal experience. But again, as said before in the previous question, all my friends who did computer science with me are right now working in companies and they're pretty happy with their life. So I think if you study, and if you study hard and if you get good grades, you will get a nice job. Any advice for students pursuing computer science? Pursue computer science. Just kidding. I would like to give an advice for students pursuing, no matter whatever it is, do it with full passion and give it your best you have. Don't just do something because somebody else wanted you to do that, or you want to show somebody something. Just do it because you want to do it, and in that, give your best, and you will see the results will come one day. Do you plan on setting in Germany? I think you mean settling in Germany. I would say yes, and I think I'm already settled. I did my master's for 2.5 years, and after that I am since 2 years in my PhD. So I think I'm probably almost settled. So the answer to this is yes, and I think another answer is I am already settled, so I would like to stay here. Your journey from bachelor's to PhD. Oh my god, that is an amazing question, and I would really make a video, a separate video on that question. It will be there soon. What is the procedure to get a job as a doctor? I don't know whether you mean a doctor, like a medical doctor, or a doctor you mean literally doctor. So I don't know about the medical doctor at all. If it's about a literary doctor, then I think it's as simple as the other master students. You just go search a job and like profile, you apply, and then you will be asked for an interview, and then you will clear, and then you will get a job. So people, those were the questions that I tried to collect and categorize into certain categories so I could answer as much as I can. There are still many questions left over. I don't want to answer them now because then it would be like a very, very long video. I would though make another video to answer those questions. So if your question wasn't answered, then wait for the another video where I answer the other questions. I hope you had a nice day. Take care and keep smiling, and much love.